Hi everybody, I'm Ethan Tuttle, joined alongside Chris Cartman. We just wrapped up Sunday fall practice. We learned earlier today that Arizona State self-imposed a bowl ban. Chris, how did this all unfold?
Yeah, so Ray Anderson apparently informed the team only about 45 minutes before their practice. Kenny Dillingham told a leadership group consisting of 10 to 15 players prior to that. There was acknowledgement from everybody involved that it was sort of a weighty news that happened before the practice. A little bit surprised actually that they did this at this point in time, and actually not at all surprised to see the way that the day unfolded subsequently.
We saw some just kind of guys down in the dumps after hearing the news, probably out on the field today, obviously taking some rough news this morning. But what did Kenny have to say in that post-practice press conference to the media?
Yeah, he used an expletive to describe the caliber of the practice. He yelled at the players after practice about even the circumstances aren't what you want them to be. You still have to go out there and practice and try to get better every day. That's the whole purpose in life as players, everything. Players acknowledged that they were a little frustrated and unhappy with kind of the news, and it didn't set up a good framework for the day. When they were informed, Ray Anderson didn't apparently take any questions from the players. It was just kind of short and sweet, according to what Jalen Conyer said. Hey, the program's going to self-impose a bowl ban, and we're not going to be able to talk about this further because it's an ongoing investigation. And I think you have a lot of guys that are kind of just wondering, what that means. They're going to not be able to, if you're a senior or maybe you're going to be leaving ASU after this year, you're not going to be able to go to a bowl game. How does that impact you? They have 50 new players. All those guys decided to come to ASU because they wanted to, pursue playing in the postseason, and now that's not going to happen this year. So,
now Arizona State, they could have self-imposed this bowl ban a year, maybe even 2 years before. So why now? What's the current situation with why this is happening and unfolding now?
Yeah, that's the biggest, most perplexing piece of this whole thing. I've been saying for quite a long time, I reported February of 2022 Herm Edwards' participation in all of this impermissible recruiting activity, and it didn't make a lot of sense that they hadn't, by the time of the start of last season, in August, decided to self-impose at that point in time. Even if they had not made a bowl, it still would have counted had they done it prior to the season. The other thing that's a little bit alarming is they gave Herm Edwards $4.4 million as part of a severance to go away, which is half of his remaining contract, rather than fire him for cause. But now they're suffering this consequence as a result of what happened under Herm Edwards' leadership that he personally participated in. So a lot of questions. I really can't stress enough. I've been saying this throughout the day on social media, on SunDevilSource, that Herm Edwards put ASU in a bad situation. This was very obvious. Ray Anderson is his close friend, the former agent, and he had an obligation to try to do what was best for ASU into the future, and it seems very much like that didn't happen. Otherwise, these actions would have been taken previously.
Chris, thank you so much for your time. That's going to do it for this edition of the SunDevilSource Recap. We'll see you next time.